darlings, and welcome back to my makeup garden. It's Liz. So I have, listen, I don't want to hear it. The September Eyescream Beauty box. It's been a busy month, and I'm just now getting to this. So this is a $25 subscription box, and it usually has some kind of eyeshadow palette in it. And then it also has like indie brands, that kind of things. We're going to open it together. So let's do that. So the theme is Enchanted Forest for this month. And right on top, immediately, I see an Ace Beauty, or Beauty, whatever the fuck, Pout Perfect Liquid Lipstick. So let's open this up and see what color we got. So we're gonna, love the packaging. Don't know if it's already separating or not though. Ace Beauty is going through a rebrand again. This is like their second rebrand in the last 5 years or so. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. So I'm not sure if this is separating already or if it's just a break. So let's give it a little stir up, and it's a pretty color. It's kind of, it's a little bit darker on the outside, but it's actually a great brown. Let me grab a mirror and we'll put it on. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Liz. And when I do these unboxings, which is once a month usually, I try to use everything in it. So that we can actually see the products being used in real time. So, love this color. This wand is like really long. It's like almost awkward to use. Okay. It's a pretty color. It's kind of like a yellow-based terracotta. I don't know. Okay, let's get the top. Okay. Is it... Yeah, love the color, hate the wand. This is awkward. Okay, so the formula feels kind of moussey and kind of slippy, like on the lips, but it's not bad. It's just, those are the textures that I would describe. This wand makes it hard to use. So love the color, hate the wand. The formula, it reminds me a lot of the Kaleidos lip clays, is what it reminds me of. So let's give that a couple of minutes to dry down, and then we'll see if there's any transfer. All right, so that retails for $18 full price. Although, like I said, they're going through a rebrand, and I think everything's marked down on their website. So. All right, so the next item in this box is the Illuminati, and we've had this before from Eyescream Beauty, and this is the Illuminati let's see, Allure Lip Gloss. It retails for $20 full price. In this economy, I've tried this before. It is a burning kind of plumping formula. I don't love this one. I think it's fine. I don't think it's like crazy plumping. Honestly, I feel like the lifter glosses on their own without the stabby burning do a better job of showing plump, but it is a lip gloss and it's kind of cinnamony. I don't know if I'm going to use this or if I'm going to pass this on. I'm probably not going to use it just because we've been there. We've done that. I don't need to do it again. Okay, so the next item is by ZC Beauty, and this is the Paint Color Bright Eyeliner. And it looks like I got kind of a yellowy, okay, that's like baby shit yellow. When you first have kids and they're like breastfed, you kind of get like that color, you know, just saying. Sorry if that's TMI, but you know, life. So let's go ahead and open this up. Let's take a look at it and see if this is something that's going to work for this or if it's going to be something that I'll have to do later. Now, I have used the ZC Beauty, I think I got a black eyeliner from them before, and I didn't like it. It's fine for the upper lip, but it wasn't anything like, you know. So this is actually a pencil format, so that's good. It looks like it's shimmery. So it's funny. So you see the champagne? You can't really tell that. Oops, I bumped the camera. You can't really tell that. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a light champagne-y gold. But the packaging, not great packaging for that. Oh, it's already broken on the inside because it's coming out. Okay. Always a good sign. So here's the color. It's a very pretty like inner corner shade. We'll probably use that for an inner corner shade. You know, oops, I'm dropping stuff already. Unless there's something else that kind of like tickles our fancy, you know? Okay, and that retails for, let's see, Champagne Gold Twist Eyeliner with sharpener. So there's a built-in sharpener on the back. Yep, cool. That retails for $24. No. Nope. Okay, especially not when I can get a ColourPop cream gel liner for $6. We're not doing that. Or $8. Depending on like if you want multi-chrome or not. But anyway, no. I would not buy that full price. So that was, let's see, what do we got next? Oh, we have a multi-chrome palette that I'm looking at the paper and cheating. This is by Delancey Beauty. I like the packaging. It's very Art Nouveau, French Art Nouveau. All right, let's open this up. No, it says that this is a multi-chrome palette. So I'm curious what kind of shades we have. So it looks like it's a little quad. Is this a multi-chrome palette? Can you call it a multi-chrome palette if there's only like one in there? Let's see, let's find out. We're gonna swatch the shades. Let's just do down, okay? Let's do that. So there's one. So it looks white in the pan, but it's really kind of like a gold color. I think that's not a multi-chrome, but this actually is. This brown one, honestly, these don't feel very smooth, but I'm sure they'll look pretty on the eye. In the pan, I see pink and kind of green, but I really don't think that translates to the hand, if we're being realistic. It's a pretty color, but I'll grab a mirror and we'll see if it translates. All right, let's go into this blue. We'll see, I'm trying to figure out the right way to, there we go. Ooh, that's pretty. It's vibrant. Like I said, I wouldn't say that's multi-chrome though. I don't see any multi-chrome in that. Okay. Is that the one I grabbed? Did I grab the right one? What did I grab? No, I didn't. Okay. Let me use my thumb. We'll grab this one. I almost swatched the same one twice because we're so graceful here. Okay. Pretty. Let's grab a mirror. Let's see if it's multi-chrome in the mirror because those will show shifts, but in person, the only one that even looks like it has any kind of shift is this one. So this multi-chrome palette, that's what they call it. The multi-chrome palette by Delancey Beauty retails for $22, which if it was real multi-chromes would be a good price. But as someone who has lots of multi-chromes in my collection, I can tell you that those are not multi-chromes. Not really. So let's look in the mirror. Sorry, my mirror is dirty as fuck. So let's see. Do you see shifts? I don't see shifts. Only that one shade we already talked about. So I just feel like it's misleading. I'm sorry. I promise I'm not in a salty mood today. I'm in a great mood. But I don't like it when there's fluff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's fluff what this is and call it something that it's not. Those are not multi-chromes. One of the shades has a very subtle shift. So if you're going to do it, call it an eyeshadow quad. Don't call it a multi-chrome quad to justify the price, okay? I said what I said. And that's where we're at. Okay. So yeah, let me wash off my hand. I will be right back. That's the last look at the quad. Okay. I'll be right back. You guys know that I will always keep it, you know, I'll keep it real with you. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. I try not to. All right. Sometimes I might, you know, get excited about something, but I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. And last but not least, we have a Moon Size Beauty palette. Now, I just want to pause for a second because let me show you my hand. See? See that? The eyeliner did not wash away with soap. So kudos to them for staying power. Got it. Dues where dues are deserved. Okay. So from Moon Size Beauty, we have the New Moon eyeshadow palette. Why does this sound so familiar? Is the packaging the same? Is this the same palette? Nope, it's different. Okay. So this is the Moon Slice palette. Sorry, I'm now, hello. Inception Liz. I'm just wearing my jammy shorts. I'm not wearing pants yet. All right, so this is the New Moon palette by Moon Slice Beauty. We've encountered this brand before. So I like these foresty greens. I think that's really pretty. This is pretty. So a little pop of neutrals with some yellow there. So I think we're going to play with this today more so than the quad for multiple reasons. But you guys know that quads are not my favorite anyways. So yeah. All right. So let me grab a brush. You know I try to use stuff around here. So when we get it in, I try to use it. All right. So I think I'm going to go... This yellow is very subtle. It looks deeper on camera than it actually is like in person. It's a little bit more subtle than that. I'm going to take this BK Beauty. This is a 202. And I'm going to go into that. And I don't know if the eye look I'm going to create is going to match my look at all. But, you know, who cares? So let's go in. It's my day off. I don't really care. Let's just play. We like to play. Okay. So... kind of powdery, but not bad. A little bit of kick up, but not anything too crazy, not anything bad. Okay. This is the second palette from this brand that I've tried. And I will say the quality reminds me a lot of like ColourPop. And not like the great ColourPop formula, just kind of like the average ColourPop formula. So if you know, you know. But it very much reminds me of that. It's a little bit drier and like I said, not bad, but like, you know, not $50 worth, you know what I mean? Like if it was affordably priced, it would be worth it, but if it was like $50 plus, absolutely not, you know? Okay. And it does, hold on, let me look at what the retail is. The retail for this palette is $30. So yeah, it would be fine. I wouldn't be mad if I spent $30 on this. So, okay. Now, the pop of coral in here, I think is a little bit odd. It's just kind of a standalone. If we're talking about color story, this, I don't know if I feel like this shade is vibing. And these two shades are different, but this is a very dark brown and this is a black. So, yeah, I don't know. The color story is a little just disjointed, but I'm not mad at it. I can play with it. Okay, so we're going to go into this dark green shade here. We're going to apply that into the crease. And it looks like these do have colors. This one are like names. The first shade that we used was called Sweater. And the shade I'm going into now is called Money. So, money, 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 money. Okay, and I'm just gonna use that same brush and I'm gonna start in the outer corner here and then we'll just work our way inward. I have been procrastinating filming this video. This has been sitting on my desk for a couple of weeks. Not gonna lie to you guys, I just was not feeling it. Right away though, I don't know. Let's see if this color is gonna build up. I think it's gonna be okay, but I wanna avoid blending this a little bit because it does seem like it's a little bit muddy. This could just be the colors mixing together, but there's a lot of kick up in the pan with this shade too. So, okay. You guys know I like a really blended look, but I don't want to overdo it and then mess up, like make things muddy, you know? Okay, and we'll just see. Let's just see. I do feel like my eyes are a little bit more hooded than they have been in the past. And you know, it's a little bit more challenging to do eyeshadow than it used to be, but that's kind of the deal with it, you know? I'm 38 and, you know, that's what happens when we age. Things change. Okay. The fact that I can't like blend this, it's irking me a little bit. But I don't want to get too muddy, but I definitely see muddiness already happening. I think this green must have a little bit of brown as like an undercurrent because it definitely wants to come out like when it diffuses. I think that side is about as built up as it's gonna get. So let's do this other side a little bit more just for that depth. Now I feel like the yellow is faded a little bit. I feel like I want to add some yellow back in. I'm going to grab this Game Beauty brush. This is a small like blending brush. This is an EO7. I'm going to grab this and try to add a little bit more of that yellow, especially towards the inner corner. I feel like it's just faded a little bit, which I find a little bit confusing, but okay. Let's just add just a smidge more. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to muddy things up. I just want that definition, you know? Okay, well, I think that is about as good as it's gonna get. It's not bad. I quite like the tone of that yellow. I think that I have a lot of mustard colors, but this has a little bit of tan in it. It's almost like an ochre, like OCHRE kind of a color, which is kind of unique in my collection, if I'm being honest. Okay, so, oops, dropping stuff. Am I gonna be able to get this any darker? I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that any darker. So let's go ahead and go into my specular eye base. So we have 5 shimmers to choose from on this palette. I really kind of want to use this one maybe, and then this one. It depends on how light this swatch is. If not, we'll go with the gold. But I am gonna go ahead and apply some, this one's by Davina. This is the specular eye base. This has been my go-to for a while now. In terms of like glitter primers. If you're not already using a glitter primer with shimmers, I will tell you, because I am also a stubborn person, it's worth it. Okay, don't be too stubborn. It makes them pop and it does make them last longer. It does not prevent all forms of creasing, okay? If your eyes are really, really creasy, got some news for you. Your look will probably be creasy. Or if they're like super greasy, because on days when my lids are greasy, nothing will stop the creasing. Nothing. If my lids are greasy, RIP. It's been a good run. Okay, so let's swatch this one with a finger. Let's see what this looks like on. Okay, so it's a little bit deeper than I was kind of hoping for. Let's look at this green, which actually is shifty. This has a blue kind of oil slick kind of vibe. And that's actually lighter than I thought it was going to be. Interesting. Decisions. Let's look. We might as well swatch the gold. And we know because of the vibe we're doing today, we're definitely not going for that red. But let's put it on a finger anyway. These feel like traditional shimmers, just so you know. Like if you are wanting to touch them, that's what they feel like, is a traditional shimmer. They don't feel like, see, I think that's the prettiest, maybe these two. I thought this one was gonna be a little darker and it's actually a little bit lighter and I'm a little confused. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this darker shade as my inner corner shade. It just looks dark in the pan, but on the eye, it doesn't look that dark, so. All right, and if I don't like it, we can always change it, right? We can just put some other shit on top of it and hope for the best. Okay, so let's go into this shade. I kind of want to just put this all over and then add other. That is not doing anything. That's, even with the primer, friends, that is, yeah. Why don't we look at the quad? Why don't we look at the quad? I don't like this at all. For evenness, I'm just gonna dab what's left on my brush on that side, but let's, you know, I'm not feeling that. Okay, let's look at this. Let's go into this Delancey Beauty one. Let's just put this on the inner corner here. Is that gonna be it? That's okay. Well, the gold is at least the gold is light enough. Okay, I'm just gonna sweep that over, and I guess for evenness sakes, I'm gonna have to go back in that other Moon Slice Beauty shade. This is very much like shimmery. It's not as an opaque. This is more, I would say, of a topper shade. I'm just not loving this. Not loving how this is coming together. All right. See, I don't know. I'm on the verge, I think. I'm curious what ice cream is going to do during the holidays. It's almost like the further in the year we get, the worse off the boxes get. Which I would think they would get better, right? Get closer to the holiday season, they get better. But, okay. I don't love this. Maybe it's just me, and maybe it's just me being me, but I don't like it. I think it's just okay. I feel like I'm gonna add too much and then I'm gonna hate it. So let's go into this blue shade here, this teal kind of color. And let's put this on like the outer third of the eye and just kind of try to save this a little bit. Hopefully that's what we do. I don't. All right, well, we'll blend that with my finger. Did that do anything good? It did something. Is it good? Well, I don't know. Okay. Thank you to anybody who's reached out to me and asked if I was safe. We're good. The area around us was pretty impacted, but where we live, we're about 2.5 miles as the crow flies off the beach. And we're okay. We didn't have any flooding, just some debris in the yard, like tree branches, nothing crazy. But yeah, we're good. Thank you for asking. We're good. Okay. All right. Well, I hate this eye less than this eye. I will say that. Okay. Let's put on some eyeliner. Actually, let's put on that champagne colored, this on the inner corner. Let's see how this is going to do here. Is like an inner corner highlight. It's kind of subtle, but I think it'll be good. I'm just doing it into the camera. I will say this formula is like, you can tell it's a long lasting when you like feel it. It's a little bit firmer. And in my experience, like longer lasting formulas are just kind of like that. Okay. I think this eyeliner is going to outlast the rest of the day. It's not the most luminous, but it's not bad. I'm curious how it would do in the waterline, but I don't want to do that today, you know. So let's go ahead and put on some mascara. I'm still using this Charmacy one that I got in this box a few months ago. It's actually almost empty. So I've used this a lot. I really enjoy this mascara and I would rebuy it. Charmacy is a C Beauty brand. And I think their mascaras, like this particular one is the 360 degree mascara. And it's like, I think it was like $7, almost $8 when I looked at it on their website because I need to order a replacement. So hopefully there's no bats in the cave. Let's see. Okay, but like, look, it did a really good job. Okay. All right, and then let's get the other eye. I don't often do mascara on camera anymore, just because, you know, do people really want to see that? I don't know, but I'm feeling too lazy today to want to edit everything out, so I do have a lot of fallout from the blues, from that blue shade. You can't quite see it on camera, but I have a lot of fallout here and here that I'm going to have to clean up. Let's see if I can get this kind of even. The lashes on the left side of my eye are a little, like my left eye, not the left side of my eye. My left eye are not quite as full as my right. I think they grow a little bit differently. So yeah. I actually really like this lip. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but I do like it. It's a great color. It's very comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's drying. It almost has that soft matte kind of feel, you know? Where they're like soft matte, as in it's matte, but it's not gonna like dry you out and make you look petrified. Okay, get a little bit on there. Okay, eyes are done. I think this is what it's gonna be. It's not bad. But I honestly don't think that any of these, just first impressions, of course, because this is just the first, none of the eye stuff was a winner today. I don't think any of the eye stuff is a winner today. You know, I don't know. If this was the first box that I had ever gotten from Eyescream Beauty, I would cancel my subscription. And that's being 100% truthful. If this was the first one ever, like the first one I'd ever gotten, this is the first impression, I'd cancel my subscription. Because I don't feel like there was anything in here. I like the lipstick, but I don't feel like there's anything in here that's a standout. That's a, like, you know, like a, woo, you know? Okay, so I want to test this black here for depth. I'm going to put this on my tight line, and how I do that, if you've never tried that before, is I take an angled brush. This one's here. This is by Glamlight, and this was their Michaela. And I just coat the brush with it, and then what I do is I take it, and whichever way the end of my eye is, the corner of my eye, is where I put the point, okay? And I literally just stamp it on the underside of my lashes, and then I turn it around about halfway. So wherever the corner of your eye is where you're gonna point the angle. And I just stamp it. And what it does is it makes your lashes look fuller, and it kind of frames the upper part of your eye. Do you see what I mean? And it's just a simple little thing you can do. You don't have to get too close to your eye. You can literally just stamp it like so. Now I do have this one area of the middle of my left eye that stuff does not want to stick there. But yeah, and that's it. Easy, right? So if you're curious about how lining your tight line works, that's how I do it. So wherever the corner is that you're closest to, that's where the pointy part goes. All right, my darlings, that is it for Eyescream Beauty Box for September. Tell me what your thoughts are on this box. Do you feel like it was worth it? For $25, I'm not angry at it, okay? For $25, I got to try multiple new products. But are some of them gonna be winners? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm probably gonna use this one other time, and then I'll probably give it to my child. These shimmers have like the really basic shimmer formula. If you've ever tried like, what's the word I'm looking for? When a makeup company, private label. This feels like, this is private label, which has its time and it has its place, right? But that's what this feels like to me. It's very basic formulas. It's very dry eyeshadow. These are not like super creamy shimmers or not super reflective. And when you've been using indie brands for as long as I have, I'm sorry, but you do get spoiled by the shimmers in them. Let me show you an example, okay? Let's just, as an example, okay? Actually, let me grab a cheap, it's not cheap, it's inexpensive. Okay, let's grab the Undergrowth palette here by Cosmic Brushes, okay? They changed their name to Cosmic Beauty, just so you know. Okay, so let's grab a shimmer and let's swatch it, okay? So let's just grab, I don't know, I think there's a gold in this one. Let's compare. Yeah, there's a gold in this one that's really similar. So let's grab this one here, okay? This was in the inside, and you have to push a little bit hard to get it. So, oh, okay, well, so let's do that here, okay? So there's that one, okay? So let's grab, I think Cordyceps, right here, this one is gonna be really similar in tone to that particular gold bronze kind of color, okay? So let me grab this one here. Firstly, the difference, okay? Do you see the difference in luminosity? Watch, okay? Similar colors, okay, but do you see how much brighter this one is? Let me make sure the light can catch things. Do you see how much brighter that is? Like, if you look at the swatches, you know, I don't really feel like there's a comparison. And unfortunately for this brand, you know, not stock, and they do look similar in the light, but when the light hits it, do you see like how much more luminous this one is? So, you know, I hate to beat a dead horse, but you know, that's where I'm at today. Anyway, I love your faces. Thanks so much for being here. And if you stuck around, hi, thanks for that. I will catch you guys on the next one, and please like and subscribe and all that jazz. And if you're new here, hi, thanks for being here. But if you came back, love your face. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.